Light is crucial in our everyday life. It helps us see the world, and it's essential for our well-being. Blue light is part of natural visible light, and it's everywhere. The sun is by far the largest source, but blue light is also emitted by artificial light sources and digital devices. Day after day, year after year, our exposure to blue light continues to grow as there are more and more artificial lights and digital screens. This overexposure may have an impact on visual fatigue and eye strain. We need to protect our eyes from the harmful part of blue light while taking advantage of the beneficial part. Blue turquoise light is beneficial for our mood and cognitive performance, and it's also responsible for regulating our sleep-wake cycles. Blue violet light has been identified as the most harmful light to the outer retina. It activates lipofuscin phototoxic components and may cause retinal cell death. Today, Essilor proposes Blue Capture Lens, a new in-mass solution conceived to protect your eyes from harmful blue-violet light every day. Thanks to carefully selected molecules at the very heart of the lens, Blue Capture efficiently filters out harmful blue-violet light and lets beneficial blue turquoise light pass through, offering up to 3 times more protection than regular prescription lenses. A coloring agent is added to neutralize the yellow residual tint, allowing for optimal clear lenses. Blue Capture Lens innovation helps to protect your eyes and to preserve your everyday well-being. Colors are preserved so you can enjoy the natural look of your surroundings. Blue Capture Lens is the perfect solution for the whole family.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Focus Point Facebook Live. My name is Vivian, I'm an optometrist by profession and your host for today. So today, I would like to introduce Miss Michelle Yee from Essilor. Hi Michelle.
Hi, hi everyone, nice to meet all of you. So happy Chinese New Year and good afternoon. So I'm Michelle from Essilor Malaysia. Thanks Vivian for having us here today again. I'm an optometrist by profession as well, and I've been in the industry for 8 years.
Wow, 8 years is a long time. So today we actually have Michelle to share with us on digital lifestyle management, something that is very relevant to our current lifestyle. So for those of you who are watching with us, thank you very much for joining us. And please help us to like and share this Facebook Live post. Okay, and stay tuned because we're giving away attractive prizes for today's session. So just now we mentioned that for today's topic, right, it's about digital lifestyle management. So this is something that, a lot of people are always very interested to know. And what do you have to share about this topic, Michelle?
But before we start, can I ask you one question?
Sure.
What would you think about when I say the word new norm? Or maybe some of you can comment at the bottom. When you hear the word new norm, what comes across your mind?
So for those of you who are watching, do leave in the comment box below what is new norm for you. So maybe for myself, I would share the usage of technology and digital devices. For myself, ever since the pandemic started, a lot of us have actually turned to digital devices for learning, for working, for leisure, or even for shopping purposes. So personally, I do training, so I'm also a trainer. So I've also learned to actually use Zoom, WebEx,
Correct.
Google Meet to conduct virtual trainings instead of a face-to-face training. And of course, not to mention, wherever we go nowadays, it's very important to bring your self-hygiene protection, for example, your face mask and also your hand sanitizers.
Yes, I believe a lot of us, maybe some of you as well, like me, initially I always forget to bring the mask out. And now I carry it in my bag, in the car, and also a sanitizer all the time. But for me, right, other than this lifestyle new norm, as eye care practitioners, we are more concerned on the other part of the new norm. So, for example, we are actually highly dependent on devices now. So,
correct.
what is the harm to the eye?
So as I can see from the comment box also, thank you for your feedback. A lot of you are sharing with us the new norm are like online classes, wear face mask, sanitizer, social distancing, and most of you will type there work from home. So this is also something that has become part of our lifestyle, especially for those who are working. So instead of just working in the office, we are also working from home.
Yes, like me and you, we probably spend extra hours in front of screen.
Yes,
as
that's very true.
We tend to overwork in front of the screen when we're at home. So there's a statistic actually saying, right, and it was done before the MCO, that all of us averagely, we actually spend around 9 hours in front of screen. But now imagine working from home, studying from home, less traveling on road. We tend to spend more hours, probably up to 7 hours. And that is only probably for work. And like me, I like to watch drama a lot.
Netflix, YouTube.
And you do online workout?
For example, even for people who do online workout, or if you are following a YouTuber's workout videos, you are also utilizing digital devices for leisure as well.
Another 3 to 4 hours extra. So do the sum, it's probably up to 10 hours plus per day, exceeding almost more than 2 hours extra from the average screen time.
I totally agree on this, because for myself, right, the very first thing that I reach out is my handphone when I wake up in the morning. And the last thing that I see before I go to bed is either my iPad, my ebook reader, or my phone. So even for, my friends who have kids, they are at that school age, so their tuition classes, their ballet classes, their taekwondo classes are all done virtually. So there are also a lot of feedback about some discomfort with the eyes, and some concern on, is this increasing use of digital devices really bad for the eyes, and what we can do about it?
Yes, it's indeed that it's very hard to reduce the screen time. Working, even like you mentioned, even young age kids, they are also overly exposed to digital devices now. So all this will actually contribute to more of the eye strain and all. So like supplements, we take it to prevent and protect. So for eye health as well, if we cannot reduce the screen time, we actually can choose the other way of protect and prevent from further visual discomfort.
So some of the visual discomfort are included in what we call a digital eye strain. So digital eye strain, or sometimes known as computer vision syndrome, is actually a cluster of different symptoms.
Correct.
You may have symptoms such as dry eyes, tired eyes. In severe cases, people do develop migraines, headache, and even muscle ache. These are all closely linked to use of digital devices and being in front of a laptop or computer for extended hours. So this is something that we want to discuss with you. And for those of you who have questions for us, please leave in the comment box below. Michelle and myself will try to answer your question. In fact, I think we already have a question coming in. Okay, with anti-blue light lenses, should we still limit hours on digital screens? What is the numbers of hours to restrict? So what are your thoughts on this, Michelle?
Okay, anti-blue light lenses, right, is actually just a protection. It doesn't mean with this protection, you can add on the hours. And of course, the best is to limit to less than 7 hours, but I think it's quite impossible, I guess. So try to take more breaks, have more regular look at a further distance instead of focusing on the screens non-stop.
For myself, I would like to elaborate a little bit more. So when we talk about these blue light protection lenses, it acts as a preventive measure. So it's some sort of a preventive protection for the eyes. However, if you already have short-sightedness or if you have astigmatism, this is not a treatment tool where it can reduce your power or it can make your muscle ache or even your muscle tiredness go away. So this is more on the preventive measures.
Correct.
And it's always good that you take regular breaks in between the usage of your devices. And speaking about protection lenses for digital screen usage, right? I know Essilor is very much into the R&D. So what are your thoughts on this and your recommendations?
Because first thing nowadays, the topic is always protecting on blue. And also the most common questions that we always get, right, as eye care practitioner is, why are we mentioning only blue? Why not red, yellow, or orange?
You hardly hear red light protection, orange light protection, but nowadays it's all about blue light.
Yes, as we are surrounded by all sorts of colors actually, actually blue light has the highest energy, which is also the most harmful towards our eye. And when we talk about blue, there's actually two different spectrum. One is the good one, the beneficial blue turquoise, and also the bad one, blue violet, that we need to protect.
Okay, so maybe you can also tell us more, what is really the difference between blue turquoise or blue violet? Because for most of the consumers, right, just to let you all understand a bit more. So actually blue light is almost everywhere. So it is a part of the component of the white light that we see.
Correct.
It's just that we can't really see the blue color in this component. So if we really can't see blue turquoise and blue violet, right, so a lot of us may not know what exactly are the differences between the good and the harmful.
Okay. As also a question is, some people might think that we need to protect all of the blue. So like we mentioned, blue is divided into the beneficial, blue turquoise, and the harmful blue violet. So the beneficial one is actually helping us to actually look at the colors and shapes of our visual perception. Other than that, it also helps to regulate our wake-sleep cycle.
So this is like our body clock.
Correct, our body clock. So whereas the harmful one, the bad blue violet light, actually harms the inner part of our eye, and prolonged, it might actually cause more visual problems. Example, if some of you might heard of symptoms that cause blindness, age-related macular degeneration is one of the symptoms that might be caused by excessive blue light, harmful blue light.
I see. So that is why when we talk about blue light, right, it's very important to understand that not all blue light are harmful. So what we want to aim for in giving blue light protection is mainly we want to filter and to reduce the harmful blue violet rays from entering the eyes.
Correct. And one tip for a better good sleep at night is to get off the screen 1 hour before sleep. As some of you might experience, after looking at screens for long hours, closing your eyes, you still see some halos of lights. So I think Vivian also have this experience that it's actually telling your body that I'm still working, I'm still working. That is the residue of the high energy harmful blue violet light.
So how blue light can help us to control our body clock is very simple. So in our environment, there's blue light that we can't really see with our naked eye. So what happens is our body will actually sense this blue light and think of it as a daytime scenario. So if you are looking at a lot of digital devices, so digital devices, they are artificial sources of blue light. So your brain is actually tricked into thinking that, oh, now is daytime, I should stay active, I should not be getting ready to sleep. So that is why a lot of people, if you want to have good sleep or better quality sleep, better deep sleep, okay, what they call it, so you should try to reduce or minimize your screen time at least 1 hour before you go to bed.
Yeah, get yourself ready to have a proper rest.
Okay, so I think that is a very good advice. And I see we have some questions coming in from the comment section. So we're going to try and answer a few. Okay, the first question is how to protect eyes if kids like to look at the screen very near. For myself, this is my advice, because we know for kids, right, sometimes they may not be so self-alert. They may not know the importance, or they may actually forget. So they may need a little bit more of adult supervision. So it's very important to explain to them why you shouldn't go too near. And also take note when your child is using, for example, an iPad, what is the distance between the screen and the child? So we will always recommend how far away?
Half an arm's length away. Okay, another thing that might happen if your kids always refuse to stay half arm's length away from the screen, probably it's a symptom that you might need to bring them for an eye checkup. Maybe they have already developed a bit of myopia, which means short-sightedness.
So it's better to actually find out, right, what are the habits that your child is having. Is there any squint? And also talk to them about the usage of digital devices, not to go too close. So maybe when you have a conversation with your child about this, right, you may actually discover that the reason why they are going so close is because they can't really see. So it will be a good time to bring them in to have an eye check to find out whether they have any short-sightedness or any other vision issues that need correction.
Correct.
And the second question is, blue light will affect our sleep quality? Yes and no. So research has shown that if you have a very high amount of blue light very close to your bedtime, it may affect your sleep quality, which means for people, it's very hard to fall asleep.
Yes, because you're still active.
Yes,
due
because
to the
your
artificial
brain
light.
is still thinking that it's daytime, you need to stay active. Another thing is, even if you manage to fall asleep, you are not able to go into what we call the deep sleep stage. So you may be just light sleeping. So you will always toss and turn, very easy to wake up. Okay. So the best thing that you can do is reduce your screen time, reduce the blue light exposure when it's close to bedtime.
Correct. So a lot of people might think that they do not have enough rest at night, or in the morning they are still very tired, don't want to wake up, don't feel like having any energy. It's actually probably contributed by the improper or insufficient deep sleep.
And I think now we are actually going to give our very first giveaway for today. So I hope you're excited and ready for this. Okay, so before I begin, let me just quickly check. Okay, I see we have about a good number of viewers right now. If you can help me to like and also share this Facebook post and also tag 3 friends together with your answer, you will be eligible to enter the contest, which we will be giving away 1 pair of Essilor 1.6 blue UV capture lenses with Crizal Sapphire coating that is worth 665 ringgit. Okay, so Michelle, maybe you can ask the question.
Okay, it's a very simple question. As we have been talking about blue light a lot, right? So the question is all blue light bad? Just answer yes or no at the comment box at the bottom.
Okay, so if you know the answer, like, share this Facebook live post, tag 3 friends in the comment section together with your answer. Okay, so make sure you put in the right answer in the comment box. Okay, so while waiting for your answers to come in, we are actually going to try and answer some of the question that is asked by our live audience. Thank you very much for asking these questions. We really love it when we can get some feedback and interaction.
Correct.
So keep the questions coming in. The next one we're going to answer is there any recommendation of rest time duration away from digital screen to rest our eyes?
I'll do that. So for this answer, please stay tuned to the later part of this Facebook Live, as we will be showing you a visual and recommended duration on the rest.
Wow, so Michelle is doing like a movie trailer. So if you want to find out the answer, you need to stay tuned until the later part of our session, where we'll be explaining more about how to actually protect our eyes, what are the things that you can do. Okay, so let me quickly check. Do we have any other questions coming in? Okay, Josephine has this question. What will happen to us as we age if we don't protect our eyes from blue light?
Okay, actually our lens in the eye, over the years, is absorbing lights. So while absorbing, they're actually aging. So overexposure, especially on the artificial harmful blue violet light, will actually speed up the aging of the internal lens that we have inside.
So you are saying that it will cause premature aging of our eye structure.
Correct. And there's also research saying that if you have heard of the word cataract, the onset of cataract age has been earlier now. Maybe it's due to our new lifestyle.
And also Michelle also mentioned there is this commonly seen eye disease that is called age-related macular degeneration. So it is also associated with overexposure of blue light. Is that right?
Yes, correct. So I guess we have a winner here.
Wow, that's really fast. Okay, so the first winner for today is Anna Tan. So congratulations, Anna. You have just won yourself 1 pair of Essilor 1.6 blue UV capture lenses with Crizal Sapphire coating that's worth 665 ringgit. I really hope you enjoy this prize. And please Facebook message us at Focus Point Vision Care Group Facebook page in order to find out the redemption process. Okay, so for those of you who didn't win, don't be too disappointed. We still have more to give away. Just remember to stay tuned, like and share our Facebook Live post. Okay, so moving on to the next question. Can blue light protection lenses reduce my prescription?
Okay, that's up to date, right? There's no lenses or technology that can actually reduce prescription. But all these lenses is actually to protect and prevent our eyes from overtiredness and leading to symptoms like eye strain, which is what Vivian has mentioned in the previous one. And most of the time, all these lenses is only for protection for extra harmfulness to our eye.
Okay, so maybe you can think of blue light protection, something similar to when you apply sunblock. So sunblock is maybe to prevent any UV overexposure on our skin. So blue light protection lenses on the eyes work in a similar manner. It is more of a preventive measure rather than a treatment or a cure. Okay, so thank you, Michelle, for answering. And I think there is another question coming in. Is there any recommended indoor activities for kids to relax their eyes?
Okay, as to relax eye, usually we will recommend to look far away. So for kids to relax, also you can stay tuned to the later part of the Facebook Live as we will show the simple rule of eye health management. It would also help indoors actually.
So for, let's say, if you're looking for any indoor activities for kids, so you can play like, for example, toys, or let's say, for example, a jigsaw puzzle. Any games or activities that don't involve a digital device is actually quite good, because you want to keep their screen time at a recommended period or a recommended hours. So let's say if your child is already have to spend time on digital devices for learning purpose, you may want to include a non-digital device activity. It can be as simple as baking with your kids, baking cookies, playing Play-Doh, this kind of activities that don't involve a digital device. So that can help to keep them entertained and at the same time reduce the exposure time to digital devices.
It doesn't mean changing from e-book to a normal book because the prints are small. It tend to use extra strength as well. So doing activities like what Vivian say, baking or bigger movement activities would also help.
Skipping rope. Yeah, these are the games that you can actually play to keep your kids entertained. Okay, and the next question is, do you have any lenses that can help to relax the eyes?
Oh yes, of course we have. So the lens that we are going to mention today is all on protection of blue light. But on top of that, you can also have different functions, for example, to relax the eye. And we have different products for different age group, for kids, young adults, or maybe elderly. So all this, you can always consult the eye care practitioners in the outlet for the proper and suitable lens for you.
And we know that for this blue light, right, one very interesting fact is the biggest or largest source of blue light is actually from the sun. However, the blue light that is emitted from the sun is what we call as a natural source. So it happens naturally. So there are also sources of blue light that are artificial or man-made. So for example, if you're indoor, like right now, we have LED lights in our surrounding. These LED lights, our screen from iPad, your phone are all emitting what we call artificial blue light. Okay, so we would like to hear Michelle's recommendations on actually how to protect ourselves against the harmful blue light.
Okay, so here's the keyword, right? In Essilor, we actually have 3 types of products that can help you protect your eye from all this harmful or artificial blue light. So the first one that I would like to recommend is our latest technology, which is also known as blue UV capture, also the price that we are giving out today. So this lens is a technology which is embedded in the lens itself. So the molecules will actually absorb the harmful blue violet light. So to explain more, you will be able to see this diagram where you will be seeing 3 lines. Okay, so the first line is a darker blue color, which you see after going through the lens, it's being thin. Means this represents the harmful blue violet light. So the bad blue light is being absorbed by the lens. Whereas the second line that you see, the lighter blue, blue turquoise light, the whole line is still the same. The thickness is still the same as it goes through the lens. It means that we are not blocking any of the harmful blue violet light. We are all allowing the blue turquoise light to go through. And the third line that you see, which is black color, is what we are always concerned on the UV protection. So this lens also comes with full 100% UV protection. So 3 features in one lens, which is embedded inside. And also this product can be matched with any coating, okay, even the clear coating, so it won't affect your aesthetic.
So to summarize what Michelle has explained to us in very clear details, right? So with this latest technology, this blue UV capture, so it will actually filter out the harmful blue light and
Correct.
allowing the beneficial
Beneficial.
ones to pass through. Okay, so this also answers some of the common questions like, do we need to block out 100% of blue light? No, we only filter out those harmful blue-violet rays. Okay, so it's very interesting because I remember when blue light protection technology was first introduced, the only option was in the form of a coating. So the difference is, let's say if you look at lenses, like myself, I'm wearing glasses. So like what Michelle has mentioned, for blue UV capture, it is the lens material, it's embedded inside. Whereas for a coating, it acts as something on top of this material, right?
It works as a functional coating. As you can see, the color of the coating represents what light that they are actually reflecting away. So some of you might see it in blue, some might be in violet. As our Creasel Prevencia, the product name in Essilor, which is the coating, we are using violet coat. It's because the harmful light is actually blue-violet. So that's also the light spectrum they are actually reflecting away. So comparing both embedded or reflective, they both also protect up to 20% of the harmful blue light. As we mentioned, it's not all 100% that we need to block. Okay, looking at our surroundings, you're looking at fluorescent light, warm light, LED, LCD. Yeah, look around yourself. So how much of them is blue? Okay, and from that blue, we all know now there's good and bad. So that's only more than 20%, which is sufficient. 20% of harmful blue violet light protection is more than sufficient for us. So both of these products comes with 20% of harmful blue light protection.
So what would you recommend if, let's say, we are to go for a consultation? When do we need to go for those that is embedded, and when do we need to go for something that is just a coating?
Okay. It all depends on your choice. Both have the same function. You can also go for the latest technology, which is embedded, because I believe the old technology, which is obvious, like what you mentioned, whenever people look at you, you will be seeing a bit of bluish or purplish reflection. Some of you might think it's not photogenic enough. Okay, so now we come up with a new technology which is embedded in the lens, actually aiming to also have a nicer aesthetic on it.
I'm not sure whether for those of you who are watching, whether you can see the reflection on my lenses since I'm wearing glasses. If you can see, it's actually bluish in color.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm actually wearing blue light protection lenses also. Okay, so that's very nice sharing from Michelle. And I'm just wondering, since just now you mentioned there are 3 products available, right? 3 products available from Essilor. I'm just wondering, what is the third one?
Okay, so the third one is very suitable for those of you who like outdoor activities. Probably some of you have heard of the word transition. Okay, transition. So transition is the lens that turns dark when you are under the UV exposure outdoor. But not many actually knows that regardless, right, is it dark outdoor or clear indoor, it both has the function of protecting from harmful blue violet light. And we have also upgraded the version of our transition to generation 8, where it turns faster to be dark outdoor, turns back to clear faster as well. And we have 7 colors for it.
Wow, so as opposed to maybe more conventional light adaptive lenses where you only had maybe 2 to 3 choices of color.
Gray, brown, green.
Yeah, so now you actually have 7 colors to choose from.
Yes, adding on 4 style colors.
Yeah.
Amber, sapphire, amethyst, and our green.
And maybe I'm biased because I love violet or purple color. So I really, really like the amethyst color. So today, right, we are actually going to give you a chance to see how the colors can look like.
Correct.
But do stay tuned until the very end. Then we will let you know how you can try it on for yourself.
Correct. Because it's very inconvenient now to actually go to in-store physically, to the outlets, to focus point outlets, to have a look at the colors. But we have something called virtual try-on. So at the end, we will be showing you the video. And after the live, you are able to find the link to try on the virtual try-on, to try it on yourself.
Yeah, so you can actually see, let's say, for example, if I'm wearing this pair of frame, right, how would different color look like when I'm wearing? So this is what we call a virtual try-on. So you're able to experience the different colors also.
With different frames.
Yes, with different frames that you have at home. So this is something that is very interesting because even though we are in the MCO period or in the pandemic stage, a lot of people are getting more active. So they are looking for some solution that is more all-rounded. Let's say, for example, like Michelle has mentioned, if you are using transitions, whether you are indoors or outdoors, whether the lenses are activated, which means regardless of whether the lens has turned color or not, the protection for blue light is always there. Okay, and of course, Michelle has also shared with us there are two other methods of blue light protection lenses that Essilor has to offer.
Yes. So regardless of different occupations, different occasions, we probably have different needs. So we will have one which is suitable for you. And of course, to find the exact one for yourself, please visit some focus point outlets, any focus point outlets to consult the suitable ones.
Okay, so I'm sure all of you can't wait for the second giveaway. So this is the second giveaway. We are still giving away one pair of Essilor 1.6 blue UV capture lenses with Crizal Sapphire coating that is worth 665 ringgit. So you already know what to do. Like, share our Facebook Live, and then tag 3 friends in the comment box with your answer. So Michelle, what is the question for the giveaway number 2?
The question would be, how many types of products does Essilor has for blue light protection?
Okay, so if you know the answer, all you need to do is like, share, tag 3 friends in the comment box below with your answer. Okay, so while waiting for your answers to come in, we will also be checking the comment box for more questions to answer. So the next question we are going to try and answer is, what is the regular time frame we should go for eye check?
Okay, the recommended one is always a yearly eye checkup. Regardless your vision is still clear with your spectacles, if you just pass by any optical shop, please feel free to go in for a free consultation whether is there any update needed for your prescription.
So other than prescription, the reason why we recommend an annual eye examination is we need to also look at some of the eye structures, the eye health. So like just now, some of you were asking, how do I actually know if there is any premature aging going on in my eyes? So sometimes just checking the power may not be sufficient. So we may need to do more tests to find out whether you have any certain symptom like cataract or even some retinal damage. So please have your annual eye examination. And for those of you who are under any medical attention, if you are under medical care for any eye condition, you may be required to do a more frequent eye check. So instead of 12 months, your doctor may recommend monthly, 3 months, or even 6 months. So if you're under any medical care, please follow the schedule time accordingly. So I hope that answers your question. Okay, let's see. We have another question is, will squinting worsen our eyesight?
Okay, if you notice that you squint more often nowadays, probably it's one of the symptoms of having astigmatism. Or if you have been rubbing your eyes quite frequent, especially now we spend a lot of time on screen. And when we are looking at screen, we tend to blink less. And we tend to go closer to the screen as well, and we will squint more. So it's also proper to always remind yourself to keep a proper distance from the screen, take proper rest, and blink more, as we tend to focus on screen a lot for long hours.
So to summarize what Michelle has said, right, squinting by itself, if like say for example, if I'm squinting right now, squinting does not really worsen the eyesight, but it could be an underlying factor why you are squinting. So you could have some, vision that needs to be corrected, some power that needs to be corrected. So if you feel that you are squinting more often than usual, please do visit any of the eye care practitioners in Focus Point for a consultation on this. Okay, and the next question that we have is, how can we know that our eyes age faster than the rest? So like I mentioned just now, if you do your annual eye examination, we do check for your eye structure as well. So some of the signs of eye aging could be, for example, cataract, okay, or for example, some changes in the retina or in the vision. So this we will be able to detect if we do a comprehensive eye examination.
So all these are actually few of the most basic eye situations which is easily detected. Most of the outlets are equipped with the equipment, right?
And another sign of actually aging is, when people start to have what we call the long arm syndrome. Okay, if you find that you have to hold your reading material further away to read, that could be a sign of presbyopia or 老花. Okay, so Michelle has asked me whether I'm having this symptom. No, not yet, Michelle. Okay, this is actually a very natural aging process that we all have to go through at one point in our life. So it used to start maybe about 40s, but research has also shown, statistics have also shown
Correct.
that the onset of presbyopia is getting earlier. It's probably linked to,
The
more
change of lifestyle.
change of lifestyle, more usage of maybe digital devices, extended hours of doing near work.
of shorter distance vision.
Correct. So if you are doing a lot of things at very close distance, you could be actually contributing to an earlier onset of presbyopia. So just to make things clear, I still can see very well when it
And
comes to
also-
near reading.
And also, if your age is not approaching 40 yet, but tend to have some symptoms of difficulty of focusing at near, there's also suitable products that can help you relax your eye. So always consult the eye care practitioner for what is suitable for you.
Okay, so that is very great advice from Michelle. And we are going to check for more questions. The next question is, I sometimes encounter eye dryness and also headache after a few hours of work. Is there any advice on lenses?
Okay, for these symptoms, probably you tend to spend too much hours focusing at a nearer distance. You can always consult whether which lens is suitable for you, especially those anti-fatigue lenses, means eye relaxation lenses. So all these lenses also comes with blue light protection, so you can have both benefits in one.
So what happened here is, when we are talking about blue light protection, right, it is to actually reduce the amount of harmful blue light that goes into the eyes. So when we talk about digital eye strain, there are also many other factors that come into play. Say, for example, there are muscles inside our eye that helps with the focusing, to help you to adjust your focus between near and far, and to hold your focus at certain distances. So when these eye muscles are very tired and they are overworked, right, you can have strained eyes, you can have sometimes in severe cases, migraine or headache. So there are lenses in the market which are called anti-fatigue lenses that can help with this type of symptom. So these anti-fatigue lenses also come with blue protection.
Correct.
Okay.
And the name in Essilor, it's called iZen.
Okay,
I for iZen is relaxation, right? So it comes for eye relaxation.
Yeah. So there are products in the market that can cater to different lifestyle needs. If you always feel very tired, you have headache, so maybe what Michelle is recommending is you can go for anti-fatigue lenses that comes together with a blue light protection technology.
Correct. Both actually to match our current digital lifestyle. One for relaxation. The blue protection is to prevent from extra artificial harmful blue violet light.
The next question is, I am suffering from far vision. Will these lenses come with -4?
Yes, of course, we have a wide range and of different indexes means different thickness. If you want to have a lighter lens, you can go for the higher index one.
I see. So what is the highest short-sightedness that you can correct?
We can correct up to -12.
Okay, so for those of you who are interested to know if your power is up to -4, definitely it can be corrected. So what you need to do is drop by any of the Focus Point Vision Care outlets, get a personalized consultation and eye test. The next question we're going to answer is, if we wear blue light lenses, will it have blue light reflection when we take photos?
Okay, so here's the solution for that blue light reflection. You can opt for the latest technology, which is blue UV capture, matched with our Cristal Sapphire coating. Also the price that we are giving out today, which will actually reduce the reflection. And another tips while you're taking pictures for no reflection on the lens is to avoid direct light from the front. Yeah, because all the coatings will have a certain amount of reflection due to direct light. So indirect light, or if it's only a piece of wall in front of you, there won't be any reflection on the lenses.
So if you want to take a selfie and if you're wearing glasses, like what I'm doing right now, maybe you just have to find the right angle with minimal reflection from the lenses. Okay, so the expert has taught you to tilt. Okay, so at what degree? At 45 degree?
What degree is this?
I would say maybe 45.
Probably.
Okay, so you can definitely try out this trick the next time you want to
Raise
take
your
photo.
arm, tilt your hand.
So just try to find an angle where there is, lesser reflection coming from your lenses. Okay, I think we have the winner for the second giveaway. So congratulations, Penny Ling. Penny Ling, you have just won yourself one pair of Essilor 1.6 blue UV capture lenses with crystal sapphire, the exact lenses that Michelle was recommending to try. Okay, so congratulations, you get to experience wearing these lenses. So please keep in touch with our customer service via Facebook message, and we will advise you on the price redemption part. Okay, so other than wearing glasses, right, a lot of us will ask, what else can we do?
Okay, other than only the protection, our well-being, especially we are working from home a lot. So how many of you really have a proper workstation at home while working from home?
I'm interested to know. So, maybe for those of you who are watching with us right now, do leave in the comment box below. Do you have a dedicated workspace at home?
Or are you sitting on the floor using a coffee table as your workstation?
Guilty. That's what I do. Sometimes some people may be lying down on the sofa and watching YouTube on the iPad, or if you are not using a proper workspace. So we really want to know your feedback. So leave your comments in the comment box, while Michelle is going to advise us on how to set up a proper workstation.
Yes, because an inappropriate workstation will actually contribute to a lot of unproductivity as well. And as you work uncomfortably, you might have come up with a lot of different symptoms like neck pain, back pain. So you don't want to be in terms of discomfort due to work, right? So what we recommend is an ergonomic workspace. What we mean by that is a comfortable space where you sit with a very comfortable arm angle, knee angle, and with your back supported, so you don't hunch or slouch. So if your table, right, is too low, what will you do? You actually hunch towards the front.
You'll be slouching or hunching forward.
And imagine if it's too high, you'll be tilting your neck and you'll get neck pain. So another thing is to keep your screen, right, your computer at an appropriate angle. Half an arm to one arm's angle length is actually recommended. Another thing is the lighting. So as long as the lighting is comfortable without any shadows. Yeah, because shadows also makes your vision feel discomfort. Yeah, so with proper lighting and proper workstation, it would be more productive.
And I think in the case of if you have children at home, the workstation for children may need to be different from adults.
So there's a lot of furnitures actually specially designed for kids actually.
So especially for kids, right, because they may not know how to really maintain a good posture. So they may start out with a good posture and then end up with slouching or going too close to the screen. So maybe for adults, right, we need to always, from time to time, check on the posture, check on the screen time that they are doing.
Yes, be aware of their eye health tips as well. So posture, vision, is it getting too close from the screen? Are they rubbing their eyes often? It's all symptoms that you need to take note.
There's a lot to know about setting up a right workstation. Okay, so for those of us, you may have some restrictions or limitations. So for example, in the office, you may not be able to choose where you sit, the position of the light, or even if you're at home but you have some space limitation, you are not able to prepare a dedicated workspace. What other tips can they do?
So remember I mentioned to wait for later part of the live for those questions.
So after the trailer, this is the actual movie time.
Those that ask, is there any tips for digital device screen time?
Yeah.
It's just a very simple rule that you need to remember, which is 20, 20, 20. So what does this mean? Why 3 20s? So every 20 minutes of working at a near distance, look 20 feet away for 20 seconds. Why 20 seconds is because it actually takes up to 20 seconds for our eyes to fully relax. And I know we won't be carrying a measuring tape everywhere.
Yeah,
and some of us
do that.
are limited to some small workspace, right? So just look far apart, far away, or if you're in the small workspace, walk around, walk out of the workspace just to relax your eyes. So for every 20 minutes, I think Vivian has a tip. Maybe you can set some timer.
For myself, right, because I'm actually wearing like those fitness smartwatches or fitness trackers. So for those of you who are wearing this type of trackers or smartwatches, you can actually set a reminder to keep yourself, a bit active. So what happens is if I'm seated for too long, sometimes I'm very lost in my work. I'll get a vibration, alerting me to stand up, just move around, stretch out your body, stretch out your muscles,
yes,
relax
it's all
your
better
eyes.
than focusing non-stop.
Yeah. And the same thing goes if you have kids or if you are at home, doing like work from home and you want to try this, alarm function, you can also use your smartphone or any iPad to just set an alarm or a reminder for you to take regular breaks. So once you are used to it, it will become like a second nature. It will become a habit. So you will not be so dependent on this alarm in the future.
So a take back message for today is actually it's very important to have the proper protection as it's very hard to avoid the amount of exposure as we are very much digital device dependent now.
Yeah,
so proper management.
You can't eliminate these digital devices.
So we need to be more aware on the proper protection and proper awareness on our eye health. So feel free to consult any outlets or focus point to have the proper recommendations.
And for myself, right, I would just like to emphasize again, blue light protection lenses, it is not a cure or a treatment. Okay, it acts as a preventive measure. So you should put these glasses on if you use a lot of digital devices for that added benefit or added protection. And at the same time, there are many factors that can affect digital eye strain or discomfort when you're using all these digital devices. So please do try to practice some of the lifestyle recommendations that Michelle has shared with us in order to have a more better experience altogether. So if you want to know more about the products that we have mentioned just now, or if you want to have a more personalized consultation according to your lifestyle needs, please visit any Focus Point outlets. Our friendly optometrists and opticians will be very happy to help you. So this is actually coming to the end of the session. So thank you, Michelle, for sharing so much of information with us today. And thank you for watching. So don't forget, after this, we will still have videos playing.
Correct.
And a special
stay tuned. So stay tuned to have a video on how to try out the virtual frame matched with different colors of transitions. And you'll be getting the link on Focus Point Facebook, so you can try out at home.
Okay, so thank you very much once again. And I hope to see you soon in the next episode of Focus Point Facebook Live. Bye-bye. 有天我睡了，我的身边没有你。
看看什么眼镜适合我，可以选不同款式的镜框。这个镜片颜色好像适合我啊，就是你了。镜片会跟着光线强度而做出改变，光线越强越快变黑，同时也有 blue light protection。I got a good feeling. Feel it in my bones, gotta shake it out. I'm going harder than before, let me hear you shout. I run around the whole world, chasing that thrill from the bottom to the top, I'm finna knock it out. Oh no, I'm the talk of the town. I know you're feeling it now. Come on and move to the sound. And keep it going, and turn it up loud. A good feeling.
Transitions, light under control.